it happened again. Janice, out of nowhere, her blood pressure hit 66/39. Started losing vision a little bit. Everything was starting to go black. Good morning, everyone. Ryan got excited. Guys, as you can tell, we are in our bed, resting and recovering because we had kind of a long night, per se. How are you feeling, babe?
Exhausted.
So guys, this vlog is going to be short, sweet, and simple. And as you guys can tell from the beginning intro parts, Janice had to go back to the hospital with the paramedics. Unfortunately, it did happen again. But long story short, no hospitalization. But we will get into a little bit more detail as to what led up to this situation and why she had to go. Now, typically, I do not vlog those high stress situations because I'm more worried about Janice. This situation was a little bit different. With the paramedics, everything felt a lot better this time. So I was able to, you know what, let me pick up my phone, let me start recording because I know you guys worry and some of you would like to see us in this journey in these situations. So that's what we're doing today, guys. So please watch the next clips so you guys can see what happened. What is going on, everybody? It is currently 11 o'clock at night. I am driving and you're probably wondering, wait, why is he vlogging this late? Well, it happened again. Janice, out of nowhere, her blood pressure hit 66/39. Her heart rate was around 60. And yeah, she started telling me that she started losing vision a little bit. Everything was starting to go black. Hearing was like in and out, being fuzzy. She was starting to get weak. So instantly, I called rescue, started checking her vitals, making sure she was okay, not moving her. And slowly, by the time rescue showed up, it was doing good. So right now, we are en route to the hospital. These bright red lights are the taillights of the ambulance. And yeah, so we're on our way to the hospital now. I'm following behind. You know, thankfully she's doing okay. But just in case to check on her, make sure how she is doing, I want to take her to the hospital. And they're like, yeah, honestly, she is, you know, pregnant and this is the safest course of action. So, yeah. Thankfully, this ambulance is driving a lot faster than the other one. And she is more stable now than she was the first time. I still, like that, oh, buddy, oh yeah, I filed a complaint for that one. We're going over all of this, guys. Do not worry. Sorry, I need to do an update on these ambulance, this paramedic crew. They are doing phenomenal. Like, a million times better than the last ones. Like, genuinely, these guys are going 60 miles an hour down the road, which is fine. The speed limit here is 55. And they're going quickly, safely. You know, again, they're not all lights and sirens, obviously, because she's okay. But they're doing a lot faster, a lot better. The second they came in, I told him the whole story. The guy repeated it back to me to make sure that he's like, hey, I want to make sure I understand. Perfect. I gave him the list of medications, of everything. And literally, they are doing phenomenally better, a million times better than the other EMT crew. So hats off to you guys. You guys do an amazing job. I know we got a lot of hate in the other video because they say, oh, they're EMT crews, you need to let them do what they're doing. I get it, but some people, forgive my language, can be assholes, okay? These guys are doing amazing, like genuinely a million times better. I feel so much better with, you know, Janice's life in their hands. I feel their competence, everything. So genuinely, thank you guys. You guys doing amazing. All right, guys. So we are here in the maternity area of the hospital. They obviously, first primary concern is going to be baby. Make sure baby is okay. Janice is over here hanging out. And yeah, so they have checked everything with baby. OB came by, checking to make sure how she is. They ran their exams or hooked her up to all these machines. And everything with baby is looking perfect. So that is our primary concern. Janice, the stress levels are down, obviously. And yeah, so from here, they said they are going to transfer her to the regular emergency department because since it's not an OB issue, an issue with the baby, that the regular emergency department is going to be the one to handle anything from here on out. So we are going to be transferred over there hopefully soon. I did have to walk through the emergency department to get here, and it was pretty dang full. So let's see. Now, guys, as you saw everything there, we got to the hospital. They checked her out from an OB perspective in the baby place of the hospital. And, you know, they have their own separate little emergency department. This is the labor and delivery area for babies and women who are pregnant. That's pretty much the first stop they go to if you're pregnant, to make sure you're okay and baby's okay. So once the OB cleared her from that perspective, Janice's other complaints, which were, like I said, the blood pressure, which by the time the paramedics showed up to the house, her blood pressure was perfect and stable. But since they're there, she is pregnant, we did want to take that extra precaution. Just go get you checked out at the hospital. Make sure you and baby are okay. That's perfectly fine. They were more than willing to take her, and they're like, totally 100% you should go to make sure you're okay and the baby. So once she was cleared from an OB perspective, the issue was, like I said, the emergency department was full. To the point where the nurse was super, super nice. She called downstairs and let them know, hey, this patient has 1, 2, 3, these are her complaints. How long would her wait be? At this time around, it's like midnight, almost 1 a.m., and literally they said it's a 7-hour wait.
7 hours. No.
This is 7 hours. You sitting in the emergency department waiting area, and she would be in a wheelchair. That's it. It's not like, oh, well, we're going to set you up in a room, you relax. No. You're on a chair, just like everybody else. Not a big deal. Waiting for 7 hours. And I was like, hell no. We are not waiting 7 hours. Janice, I looked at her before saying anything. I was like, do you feel comfortable to go home? Are you okay? Like, how do you feel? You know yourself. How do you feel? Do you feel well enough to go home?
I said I would survive.
Her blood pressure was okay, and, you know, the doctor in the OB area literally said it. She's like, you're okay. Like, it's up to you if you want to go into the emergency department or you want to go home. And me and Janice came up with the best course of action is going home, because Janice sitting in a wheelchair for 7 hours is not ideal. First of all, she's pregnant. She's not going to be comfortable. That's not ideal. Number 2, 7 hours in a waiting area with a bunch of sick people, and a lot of them were coughing, possibly COVID. We want to avoid all those interactions as much as humanly possible. So the best course of action for us in this instance was go home.
The last time you saw me in an ambulance or talking about an ambulance, it was hectic, uncomfortable. I felt like I was in a really bad situation surrounded by all these guys. But this time, the ambulance ride was amazing, respectful. I mean, I had empathy and compassion. That ride made me feel a lot safe, a lot more calmer, and I actually felt like I could definitely put my life in these people's hands. Now, what made this ambulance ride different was there was a female.
Yeah, so as soon as the door opened, paramedics were there, and like I said before, they were on top of it 100%. I felt so much better with, you know, Janice in their hands than the first crew, and definitely, you know, they were responsive, they were listening, they paid attention to everything that we said, and they were more than willing to help. Amazing. Absolutely did a great job. So, like, genuinely, hats off to them. They did fabulous.
Not once during the ride if I got questioned 8 different times if this was depression or anxiety.
And again, this is the part of the ambulance ride that Janice dealt with. So, like, in the actual ambulance and everything, as well as they got you an IV started, right?
And
in the ambulance.
Stick. It was amazing.
That's actually very rare that they get an IV started on one stick on her. Like, that. They did good. So, obviously, we are now home. We are resting. We have been in contact with Janice's doctors. We have a game plan as to what is going to happen next. Follow-up visits, everything. And, you know, I have been checking her vitals every about like hour, 2 hours. Everything is perfect, stable. She's not in any new pains, no issues. So pretty much she's back to her normal. And, you know, it's kind of just one of those things as to why does this happen? We don't know. We do have follow-ups with the endocrinologist, with the cardiologist, her OB. You know, maybe they want to do some more blood work, so on and so forth. It could be a thyroid issue. It's so many different things that this can cause. So for right now, guys, what we're going to do is we are going to start relaxing. It has been a long 24 hours per se. And yeah, so from right now, Janice is going to chill. Baby Sushi has to rest, and so does Janice.
I'll probably take a nap. Like my body is asking for a nap right now.
And then while she naps, I'll just be sitting here on the bed with her while I edit this vlog. And yeah, guys, we have the best nurse ever, Yodi. Come on. Isn't this the best nurse? So guys, thank you so much for all the love and support that we get. I know that, you know, people only get a small snippet of what our life is on a daily, but this is part of it, and sometimes we don't show these like downfall times, and that's why I kind of want to do something different to show you that this is what life with chronic illnesses is, unfortunately. Do not forget, guys, that in the description below you will find links to our Amazon baby registry. Absolutely nothing is required, but everything is greatly appreciated, guys. Thank you so much for all the support in that aspect. We are super excited for our baby Sushi. You will also find links to our Instagram and Patreon. Instagram so you can see Orion's service dog journey from when he was a wee little pup, and our Patreon so you can get exclusive behind the scenes content on us, the Raw Life family, as well as even we offer one-on-one Skype sessions with us. We can talk about dog training, life, chronic illness, whatever you want. If that is something that you're interested in, guys, please check the link in the description below. That is going to be it for today, guys. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It truly means a lot to us, and it helps our numbers boost up so we can try to reach as many people as possible and try to spread as much awareness as possible.
So guys, for now, adieu and goodbye.